Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It is time for Arrow Video's final announcements for 2024. The December releases, we have a bunch of titles here, all UK releases. We have a notable box set that's been looking for a while, some 4K releases that are pretty terrific. Let's dive in and have a little look. First up, we have The Last Video Store Limited Edition Blu-ray. The Last Video Store is a love letter to video rental stores and the B-movie treasures that line their walls. Cody Kennedy and Tim Rutherford's real treasure trove for genre fans, both new and old. When her estranged father passes away, 20-something Nyla is tasked with the thing she hates most: cleaning up his mess. Left behind are a collection of VHS tapes, and with them, the burden of returning them to the blaster video, a time capsule to an era in which cover art and catchy movie titles were king, run by Kevin, a human encyclopedia of VHS history and a friend of her father. Amongst the returns is an unknown tape, a movie not even Kevin has heard of. Was this the last movie Niall's father watched before he died? The mystery is too much to resist. It sounds great. This is the kind of thing I would watch on the Arrow player. It's 79 minutes, probably a quick watch, and I probably like the idea of it more than maybe the final product. If you've seen it, let me know otherwise. Next up, we have The Good, the Bad, the Weird. One map, three villains, winner takes all. Genre meister Kim Ji-woon sets his sights on new frontiers and spice them up with rollicking kimchi western. The Good, the Bad, the Weird, wrangling three of Korea's biggest stars, he orchestrated an audacious action epic sweeping across the dusty Manchurian plains in the 1930s. Three gun-toting Koreans converged on a train with different objectives, but after an explosive altercation, they leave it with the same goal: track down a map leading to an unfathomable treasure. Do we have the extras in, or does it not tell you extras? Seems to be completely devoid of that, which is kind of weird because I kind of like looking at the extras. The Good, the Bad, and the Weird is available in 4K and in Blu-ray. I love it. It's bonkers crazy. It's a terrific good time. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely one to check out. Next up, we have the 4K Abel Ferrara release, The Addiction. The mid-90s were a fertile period for the vampire movie. Big-name stars such as Tom Cruise and Eddie Murphy flocked to genre, as did caliber filmmakers like Francis Ford Coppola, veterans Wes Craven and John Landis, independents Michael Amarida and Jeffrey Arsenault, and up-and-comers Quentin Tarantino and Guillermo del Toro. Amid the fangs and crucifixes, Abel Ferrara reunited with his King of New York star Christopher Walken for The Addiction, a distinctly personal take on creatures of the night. Philosophy student Kathleen is dragged into an alleyway on her way home of class by Casanova, and bitten on the neck. She quickly falls ill, but realises this isn't any ordinary disease when she develops an aversion to daylight and a thirst for human blood. The Addiction is another great one. I do have the Blu-ray of this. I don't know if I'm in a rush to upgrade it. It's a pretty terrific movie. If you haven't got it, now's the time to get it. Next up, we have The Great Escape in 4K UHD. Director John Sturges reunites the Magnificent Seven stars, Steve McQueen, James Coburn, and Charles Bronson, in this timeless adaptation of Paul Brickhill's World War II memoir of an audacious prisoner breakout. Stalag Luft 3, an impenetrable camp built to hold the most persistent escapees under the ruthless vigilance of the Nazi guards. A multinational group of prisoners must work together to enact their daring plan to break out of the camp, forcing the Germans to divert precious military resources toward apprehending them. But getting beyond the camp's barbed wire fence and gun towers is only the beginning. The Great Escape is terrific. I love the film. It's a fantastic film. It's probably one that I will pick up at some point. Not immediately. If you haven't seen it, how the hell not? Because it's one you really need to check out. Available on Blu-ray as well. Next, we have Critters, a 4-course feast. Guess what's on the menu? you are. The Krites have landed, carnivorous creatures from outer space, vicious vermin with very sharp teeth. The beloved sci-fi comedy horror franchise makes its UK Blu-ray debut in this special edition box set from Arrow Video. A smart homage to 1950s B-movies, Critters sees a group of small but toothy extraterrestrials escape from an alien prison and land in a small town. With two shape-shifting bounty hunters in hot pursuit, directed by Stephen Herrick and starring genre stalwarts Dee Wallace and M. Emmett Wallace, the film was a smash hit in home video, launching a franchise for the ravenous furry fiends. 2 years later, Critters 2, the main course, sees the Krites come back for seconds as leftover eggs hatch and attack a rural town of Grover's Bend. Directed by Mick Garris, with a script co-written by David Twohy. Critters 2 is one big ball of toothy delight. Celebrated horror author and screenwriter David J. Chow comes aboard for Critters 3, bringing the Krites to the big city, making the feature film debut of none other than Leonardo DiCaprio. It was shot simultaneously with the darker, less comedic Critters 4, in which the ferocious furballs battle a serious stalwart, Charlie, in outer space, featuring a cast that includes Angela Bassett and Brad Dourif. So we do have extras here. We've got 4 discs. We've got the 2.0 and 5.1 audio options, English subtitles for the hard of hearing, 60-page hardbound collector's book, double-sided fold-out posters, limited edition packaging, reversible sleeves. So Critters 1 comes with a brand new commentary by Matty Budrovich and David Wayne, with screenwriter Shane Bitterling. Archival commentary with producer and star, archival audio commentary with critics designers. They bite the making of Critters documentary. For Brian, a tribute to the screenwriter, behind the scenes footage, alternate ending, theatrical trailer, TV spots, image gallery. Critters 2 has another commentary by Matty Budrovich and David Wayne, with an archival commentary by Mick Garris, a third commentary with Critters designers. The main course, the making of Critters 2 archive documentary, behind the scenes footage, TV scenes, theatrical trailer, TV spot. Critters 3 has, yet again, more Matty Budrovich and David Wayne, an archival commentary with the producer and star. What You Are What You Eat, the making of Critters 3 archive, trailer and promo. And the 4th disc is Critters 4, which is again another commentary by Matty Budrovich and David Wayne, and a commentary with the producer Rupert Harvey. Space Madness, the making of Critters 4, trailer and image gallery. I love Critters. This is probably something I will pick up at some point. I'm in no great rush to get it, but it's Christmas time. Maybe, just maybe. And then my probable pick for film announcement is Demolition Man. Now, I saw Demolition Man in the cinema, and it was really fun. Tonally, just tongue-in-cheek, silly. Yeah, I'm in this one. The future isn't big enough for both of them. Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes go head-to-head in this classic sci-fi action blockbuster from Joel Silver. Simon Phoenix awakens from a 35-year deep freeze in cryo prison to find a world where crime is almost non-existent. A serene utopia ripe for the taking, with the police no longer equipped to deal with this 90s-style brutality. They revive Demolition Man Sergeant John Spartan, the no-hold-barred police officer unjustly sentenced to cryo prison, who originally took Phoenix down. Old-school cop against old-school criminal, settling their scores in the streets of San Angeles. The future won't know what's hit it. It doesn't really say much about the extras on this one. Again, kind of annoying that, really. You see they've got the 3 seashells down here, art cards, little stickers. I kind of like that cover art there. But I just think this is an incredibly fun film. It's silly, it's over the top, it's got its tongue firmly in its cheek. It knows exactly what it is. It's fun, loud, dumb, highly entertaining. I have a Blu-ray of this already. I would like to upgrade that to the 4K. It's also on Blu-ray as well. And if we look at the December 2024 releases, we have The Addiction, which everybody's allowed to get that one, The Great Escape, which is only over in the UK because it's already got a release in the States, The Last Video Store, which is something I'd like to see. The Good, the Bad, the Weird, which I've not made up my mind on that yet. Demolition Man, which is, oh yes, I like that. And the Critters box set. A fairly tasty month in my eyes. But I'd like to know what you think of these announcements. What there really sparks your attention? What makes you go, I want that? That's definitely going on Santa's Christmas list. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on these announcements and what you're after and general take on these announcements. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always, which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.